Good morning. Welcome to the North American Sports Report. It is Sunday, October 26th, 2025. I'm Billy DiNapoli. How you guys doing this morning? Hope you're ready for a Sunday fun day of NFL football. First, we want to start off with last night's World Series. As the Dodgers even things up 5-1. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. This is how you win postseason baseball. Like we said before, to be successful in the postseason, you've got to have starting pitching. The utmost importance is starting pitching. And the Dodgers got a gem last night from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Say that fast 3 times. Yamamoto was absolutely lights out and in old school fashion goes 9 innings, complete game, 4 hits, 1 run ball. He was outstanding, lights out. Dodgers even the series. Will Smith homers. They didn't need much. This guy was lights out. He slammed the door on a very good Blue Jay lineup. The Dodgers even the series. We're going to quickly get to our football. The games will be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Jays against Tyler Glasnow of the Dodgers. Glasnow's another strong starter, but he is probably the weak link because you're going to see Ohtani in Game 4. So this is kind of a must-get for the Blue Jays in Game 3 if they want to keep this a series. Because you're going to get Ohtani, then they're going to go back to Snell, who didn't pitch good in Game 1. Is he going to have 2 bad outings in a row? And then you're going to get Yamamoto again, who, he could have pitched 15 innings last night. He was outstanding. Anyway, Yamamoto with a 4-hit, 1-run gem last night. You know what? Let's see. I just want to see one thing here. How many Ks did Yamamoto have? He only had 105 pitches. 8 strikeouts on 105 pitches over 9 innings. Talk about efficient. Okay, well, the Dodgers go back home now. They have reclaimed the home field. They now have the advantage. I did pick the Dodgers in 6 games. They have it set up now as they got the necessary split in Toronto. But just a gem by Yamamoto last night. And like I said, Ohtani, he was 1 for 4. So was Freeman. Will Smith multi-hit game and the go-ahead homer. And it was very workmanlike for the Dodgers. Okay, well, we are going to switch to football. We're not going to do any hockey today. It's a football day. We had to start off with the World Series, but we're going to do a quick college recap and get right to the NFL. Yesterday, I went 1-2 in my picks. Actually, the first losing college week I've had in a while. I am now 17-14-1 on the season. We did have Ole Miss and Alabama in a teaser, which won, but we had LSU in a teaser with Nebraska. Now, Nebraska lived up to their end of the bargain, but the LSU Tigers, wow. Listen, I had 10.5 points. You would think they would, a rivalry game. They're at home. They're desperate. They're still the 20th ranked team in the nation, or at least they were. They just got destroyed by Texas A&M, 49-25 at home. And I'm going to tell you something. Marcel Reed is one of the best QBs in the nation. He's got to start getting some respect, as does Coach Mike Elko. Because Texas A&M, they're for real. Obviously they were 3rd ranked, so you knew they were great. But they're a team that could possibly challenge Ohio State if they do meet. They're for real. They play big-time defense. They sacked Nussmeier 7 times yesterday. And, they blew up LSU at home on every side of the ball, in every facet, offense, defense, special teams. Chip Kelly is under heat. LSU will no longer be ranked. They fall to 5-3. And Chip Kelly got booed off the field as he walked off the field in Death Valley yesterday. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other big college games. We're going to get to the NFL, so we're not going to spend too much time. Georgia Tech, workmanlike over Syracuse. Georgia Tech still undefeated at 8-0, 41-16 over the 'Cuse. An upset here. With Miami coming next week, SMU drops to Wake Forest at Wake Forest 13-12 in a sloppy, ugly game. SMU will host the Miami Hurricanes next week. K-State clobbers Kansas 42-17, nothing to see there. Virginia survives against North Carolina 17-16 as Billy Belichick decided to go for two instead of kick the extra point at the end of the game. North Carolina falls to 2-5. Virginia 7-1 and still in the mix in the ACC. The game we mentioned, Ole Miss, big win on the road at Oklahoma, 34-26. Their quarterback Chambliss played very well. Nice big win on the road for Lane Kiffin's boys. What else? Indiana destroys UCLA. Indiana, I mean, your top three teams are just as they come off on the page. Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas A&M. 56-6, another great day for Fernando Mendoza, who is an NFL hopeful for sure, Heisman candidate. 56-6, that game was a destruction. Nebraska defeats Northwestern 28-21. Nebraska 6-2. 17th ranked South Florida was upset at Memphis, although Memphis is 7-1, 31-34. Auburn defeats Arkansas 33-24. What else of note? Pitt Panthers improved to 6-2 in the ACC. 6-2 overall. Another team in the ACC mix, 53-34 over NC State in a conference matchup. Okay, Alabama comes from behind to beat South Carolina 29-22. One of our winning picks because we had them in a teaser with Ole Miss. As I said, our losers were the Nebraska LSU teaser, and we did have Bama minus 11.5 straight. Lost that by a field goal. BYU, the most quiet 8-0 team in the nation, defeats Iowa State 41-27. BYU came in 11th ranked. They'll move up. Washington defeats Illinois 42-25. Again, guys, we're just going through the notable games here. Cincinnati improves to 7-1. They'll be a top 20 team this week. They came in at 41-20 over Baylor. Texas Tech bounces back with a 42-0 drubbing over hapless Oklahoma State. Texas, in another great game, comes from 38-21 down in the fourth quarter to defeat Mississippi State in overtime. That game was a very exciting game. TCU over West Virginia 23-17. Oregon lackluster against Wisconsin, wins only 21-7. They were 31.5 point favorites. We mentioned Texas A&M, LSU. Michigan 31-20 over Michigan State in that rivalry game, although not very impressive. I didn't think Michigan was very impressive in that game. Louisville, now 19th ranked in the country, off their win in Miami, beats Boston College 38-24, but Boston College hung in there. Tennessee defeats Kentucky 56-34 in a high-scoring affair. The Houston Cougars advanced, improved to 7-1 with a 24-16 win over Arizona State. Colorado and Coach Prime embarrassed in Utah last night, 53-7. This game was a freaking disaster for them. They don't even look competitive. Okay, and as we have to get to, my love for my beloved Miami Hurricanes. Miami Hurricanes did what they were supposed to. They defeated the Stanford Cardinal 42-7, and they were 29.5 point favorites, and they covered 42-7. Now the Canes, I'm going to tell you what, they looked lackluster. It was the same old in the first half. They came out, they had 4 penalties in the first half, all at crucial spots, drive killers. They couldn't run the ball. Carson Beck looked like Carson Beck from last week. He didn't throw any picks. He almost threw one into 2 Stanford defenders. The game was only 7-7 at half. Stanford scored on their first drive of the game. But the best coach on the staff, Corey Heatherman, put a stop to that. They did not score again the rest of the game, and the Canes came out in the second half and looked like they were supposed to the entire game, outscoring them 35-0 in the second half and defeating Stanford 42-7 in a blowout. But if you saw the first half, this is where Mario Cristobal and Shannon Dawson drive me crazy. Undisciplined, penalties, drive killers, just, they were a mess. Couldn't run the football. Carson Beck looked off. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? Second half, different team. But like I said, you cannot start games off sloppy and beat good opponents. You're not going to keep getting away with that. Now, to their credit, they finished with 5 penalties for 30 yards. So they only had 1 penalty the entire second half. All of a sudden, Beck woke up. He was efficient. Nothing spectacular. I mean, he was 21 of 27 for 189, a touchdown, and no turnovers. He turned it on, and the team did end up rushing for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and 106 yards rushing for Mark Fletcher. And the Canes rolled. But that first half, you can't have halves like that. You can't play down to your opposition. They keep telling us they're going to clean it up. They're going to clean it up. Well, they were on pace for 8 or 9 penalties, but then in the second half, they were lights out and disciplined and like they should have been the whole game. So sometimes you never know which Miami team is going to run out of that tunnel, and they can't do that. Big game at SMU. It's probably their toughest game remaining on the schedule next week. And like I said, the Canes got to guarantee a playoff spot, they got to roll the next 5 games, and they will be favored in all of them. Okay, that will do it for our college football wrap-up. Again, we were 1-2. We are still 17-14-1 on the season. We are going to get to the NFL, the National Football League. Listen, tomorrow we're going to be on at 6:30, do a Monday night preview, and I will go over some of the hockey because there's been some really, really cool stories in hockey. Sorry, guys. Had a nice gym workout this morning. Get a little healthy before having a few adult beverages and watching NFL football all day. Okay, here. Starting things off, 1 o'clock. The 0-7 Jets at the Bengals. The Bengals are a 5.5-point favorite. They will have Joe Flacco under center. The struggling Houston Texans will host the San Francisco 49ers, who will again have Mac Jones at quarterback. The Niners 5-2, the Texans 2-4, and the Texans, believe it or not, are a 2.5-point favorite at home. That's an odd line. The Bears at the Ravens. We heard Lamar Jackson was practicing all week, but as of right now, they're saying it's Tyler Huntley, and that spread was 2.5. It should shift. I haven't seen it. Ravens are minus 2.5. There will be no Lamar Jackson unless things change. But I just heard on Fox Sports that Tyler Huntley is playing for the Ravens today. The hapless Miami Dolphins travel to Atlanta. It will be Kirk Cousins under center for the Falcons today. The Falcons are a 7-point choice, -7 at home over the Dolphins. These are all 1 o'clock, by the way, guys. The Carolina Panthers, another quarterback injury. No Bryce Young. You'll have Andy Dalton under center. The Bills, off 2 straight losses, are -7 at Carolina. -7, 7-point favorite at Carolina. The New York Football Giants with Jackson Dart head to Philly. A little revenge on the Eagles' mind. We shall see. The Eagles are -7 over the Giants at home. That is also 1 o'clock. The red-hot New England Patriots, led by Drake May, -7 at home, hosting the Cleveland Browns, a 7-point favorite for the Pats at the home for the Browns. Browns visiting the Browns. You know what? Will you ever see Shedeur Sanders? Obviously, Dylan Gabriel, they like him. He's going to get the start. We'll see what happens. He hasn't played terribly, but he hasn't necessarily been the difference. So the Pats host the Browns. 7-point favorite there for New England. Tampa Bay travels to New Orleans. The 1-6 Saints. I will say this for New Orleans. They do play hard, and they're in a lot of these games. They're still sticking with Spencer Rattler. I said long ago I thought they should go with Tyler Shuck. I mean, they drafted the guy, but I don't know. Maybe he's just not good in practice. I don't know what's going on. Buccaneers are a 4.5-point favorite as they travel to New Orleans. Bucky Irvin is listed as questionable. Not sure if he's going to play. They're okay, though, with White at running back, and you will not see Mike Evans at wide receiver for quite some time. He broke his collarbone last week just as he came back from injury. He is going to be out indefinitely. He may be back before the regular season ends. We don't know. But the Bucs are a 4.5-point choice at New Orleans. That is a 4:05 start. The Tennessee Titans at the red-hot Indianapolis Colts, 6-1. The Colts have been one of the best teams in the league. They are the number one seed in the AFC. They are favored by 14.5 over Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. Former Miami Hurricane receiver Xavier Restrepo will dress today for the Titans as he has been promoted from the practice squad. We'll see if there's any connection between him and Cam. The Dallas Cowboys! They are in Denver. This is probably the most high-profile game of the day. The Dallas Cowboys at 3-1, who have balled out on offense if they could just get anything from their defense. Dak Prescott been outstanding, and now, of course, CeeDee's back, so they have CeeDee Lamb and Pickens. They are at the Denver Broncos, who escaped by the hair of their chinny chin last week against the very game New York Giants. The Broncos at 5-2, hosting the Cowboys at 3-1. The Broncos are a 3-5. They are 3.5-point favorite. Broncos minus 3.5. The Green Bay Packers tonight, 8:20 kickoff. Wow, that's all we have here. We only have 3 4:00 games. 4:05 Bucks Saints, 4:25 Titans Colts, and 4:25 Cowboys at Broncos. Which I'm very excited for that game. The Sunday night game, Aaron Rodgers hosts his former team, the Green Bay Packers. The Steelers, currently in first place at 4-2, are a 2.5-point underdog at home. The Packers come in minus 2.5. Monday night we have the Commanders, who will not have their quarterback. Marcus Mariota starts for Washington. Jaden Daniels nursing that hamstring. They are at Kansas City. The Commanders will get their wide receivers back, Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin, but they will have Marcus Mariota under center at the now surging Kansas City Chiefs, who are 4-3. We'll go over that game more on tomorrow evening's show. Okay, what do we like? What do we like today? There's a lot of games I don't even want to touch. I don't want to touch, but we're going to have to touch some of them. The Jets-Bengals, God, who the heck knows? Bengals 3-4 and really need the game. The Jets are going to start, what's his name? Justin Fields is benched. It's Tyrod Taylor. Does that make a difference? He couldn't be worse. Okay, well, I know one 2-team teaser that I love today. I love the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The Bills are -7. I'm taking that down to -1 with a 2-team teaser. And I'm taking the Patriots down to -1 because they are also a 7-point favorite. I am taking the Patriots and the Bills in a 2-team teaser. That is our first pick. And both of those guys will be at -1. So basically, they just got to win the damn games. We are also going to take the Patriots straight. Pats straight, -7. We are also going to tease, and we're going to bring out the Buffalo Bills again, and we are going to tease the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from -4.5 to +1.5. So we have Buffalo in 2 teasers with New England and with Tampa Bay. We have the Pats straight -7. We are also taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -4.5. And there's another one I like. We are going to tease the New York Giants from +7 to +13, and the San Francisco 49ers from +2.5 to +8.5. So I have the Giants +13 and the Niners +8.5 at Houston. So Giants, Niners teaser. We have Buffalo, New England in a teaser. You know what? We have Tampa Bay straight -4.5. We have the Patriots -7. You know what? We are going to we're scratching the Buffalo Tampa teaser. I don't like to put a team in 2 teasers because remember, guys, if one of them loses, you lose both bets. So we are teasing the Bills and the Patriots. We are taking the Patriots straight -7. We are taking the Buccaneers at New Orleans straight -4.5. And we are teasing the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The Giants will now be +13 and the Niners +8.5. Those are our 4 plays for NFL Sunday. We are 28-27 on the season. We are currently 2-0 this week because we gave you the Chargers money line and -3 on Thursday. We were 5-2 last week as we came out of our funk. We had a 3-week funk where we were sliding, but we came out of it last week. We started off this week 2-0 on Thursday night, and we're going to see if we can keep it going with our 4 picks today. Giants and Niners teased, Bills and Patriots teased, Pats straight -7, and Tampa Bay straight -4.5. Those are our 4 picks in the NFL for Sunday Funday. Please, guys, always subscribe. You guys have been doing great showing up and watching. We are still doing more views on Facebook. We do a lot more views on Facebook than we do on YouTube. I want you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel, North American Sports Report. I would like you guys to follow the North American Sports Report on Facebook. Please like the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube page. You also know that we're always live on Billy DiNapoli. Please follow us at Billy DiNapoli. You guys are doing a great job there. We have almost 7,000 followers on Billy DiNapoli. We have another 1,500 followers on the Instagram page. And you guys have been tuning in every week for our 3 shows and sometimes our 4th pop-up show. Our schedule will continue to be, it will be Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. It will be Sundays at 11:30 a.m. I know we were a little late today. Listen, guys, you know I have another job, and sometimes these times could, they could flex by about 5 or 10 minutes. We're going to try to be punctual. So we have our Saturday morning show at 9, we have our Sunday morning show at 11:30 a.m., and we have a Monday show at 6:30 p.m. evening where we wrap up the weekend's events, the football from the previous day, and we also set up the Monday night game, and we go over a little of all 4 major sports. So those are our 3 set times. I will post when I do not go on. If I have some picks I really love on the Facebook or Instagram pages, I will post so you can see posts. And if there is a pop-up show, I will post about it. So if I decide to go on Wednesday or Thursday for a big World Series game or a big hockey or NBA matchup, I will let you know. You just check the Billy DiNapoli or North American Sports Report Facebook and Instagram pages. It will be there. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great NFL Sunday fun day. And I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.